I'm Dr. Lara, and welcome to another week of Channeled Angel Messages. So sit back, relax, and see if anything resonates for you today. So they're showing me all ones. So what they're telling me is that these messages are on the individual level. So let's see if anything resonates for any of you listeners. Okay. Okay, so this one feels like there's somebody here listening that is in a situation that is not for their highest good, and it feels like it's a relationship, but that could be a relationship with your boss, or it could be a relationship with a spouse or a friendship. But it feels like you know in your heart that this is not a good situation for you. And if you're looking for a sign to move on, this is it. So take it or leave it. But what they're saying is that you really do know in your heart that it's time for you to move on. And they want you to trust that, because it feels like whoever you're in a relationship with, they're telling you otherwise. Like maybe you'll never find a better job, or you won't find a better relationship or whatever. But just put their little comments aside and come from your heart and do what's best for you. It also feels like there's some guilt here too. Like maybe you feel guilty leaving the relationship because maybe you've outgrown this person, and you feel bad about that. And they're bringing their hands in and they're lifting you up, and they're just letting you don't feel bad about growing. Don't feel bad about having spiritual insights. Don't feel bad about that. They have a choice whether they want to come along with you or not. And if they choose to think something else or be a different way than what you're wanting, it's okay. And they're showing me a bar. They're showing me alcohol. I don't know if this it has to do with drinking, but it feels like there's some things that are happening in the relationship, like habits that aren't for your highest good, and you're wanting to move out of it, but the other person is kind of pulling you back in. So they're just saying that if you're choosing or wanting to leave the relationship, listen to that voice within you, and eventually you will find the joy that you're looking for. But that comes from within. Your joy doesn't come from any other relationship or any other person. That joy and that happiness has to come from within you. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, and this is for somebody separate. It feels like this person or these people have gotten out of a relationship, have gotten out of their job, and they're just kind of sitting here going, kind of like, what's next? And they want to tell this person that the worst is behind you. Like the hardest part of what you did was making that decision and following through. And now it's kind of, they're showing me kind of like, they're showing me a puzzle, and they want you to leave all those pieces, because it's kind of like people are saying, well, I'm picking up the pieces from something that's broken. They want you to just leave all those pieces and go find another puzzle. Okay, take a new direction in your life so you don't keep repeating the same thing over and over again. And in order to do that, that's about looking within yourself and looking at your thoughts and beliefs of what created that situation to begin with. Did you feel that you weren't good enough? Did you feel that you weren't lovable? Did you feel like you didn't deserve good in your life? Like those are all kind of programs that humanity has that we're being forced to look at, because before we were able to just kind of go with the flow and be in life and be like zombies. But now these lower density beliefs about ourselves, they can't go into a higher vibration, so they're like pushed up into our faces. And when they're in our face like that, that's when things start to break down in our lives that are not for our highest and best good. So if you find yourself in the middle of turmoil or on the other end of the turmoil, just know that you are on the right path and you're being guided to your highest and best good. Okay. Oh, we got a finger wagging here. So this is for somebody that's been listening for a while and they're still wondering, am I a healer? Do I have anything important to say? What is my purpose? Yes, you are. Yes, you do. You have a purpose. And they're just saying to let go of that small ego mentality of who am I? And yes, that is an ego mentality of who am I to do this. It is not your ego that's doing it. You are a channel for the divine expression. So if you can move that out of the way of who am I to do this, and then you start asking for you to be a divine expression or to be an expression of the divine energy, then you can put that ego aside and you can start doing your work, whatever that is. You can start teaching, you can start doing readings, whatever it is that you're feeling that you want to do or you're feeling pushed towards to do. Just know that it's not your ego. It's not you. You're a channel for this energy and this wisdom to come through. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. Okay. They're showing me families. Uh, it's interesting. They're showing me kind of like a Last Supper painting. Oh, okay. Uh, this is like, I think coming out of the holidays, coming out of Thanksgiving here in the States, it feels like there was a lot of, okay, it wasn't the Last Supper, it was just people chaos at the table. It just looked like that to me. It feels like there was a lot of like a, bah, 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 a lot of high energy. Not so much fighting, but just like a lot of high energy happening within all of these families. And they're just saying that eventually you're going to find harmony with your family. Okay, there's a lot of divide, and it's still a lot of divide within family structures, and that's okay. You know, the more that you're able to just kind of like, okay, they're showing me get up from the table and go sit on the couch and become an observer. Okay, the more that you can observe and not have to get your 2 cents in or have to get people to see what you see or condemn people for seeing what they see. You know, if you just kind of like let go of that hold that you have, it kind of unravels the energy. And the more that you step back and observe, people will be watching that and they'll be like, oh, you really don't care about this, or it's really not bothering you like it used to. And then they're like, huh, and then they'll start to think about it, and they're just showing me that it's all kind of dissipating within this family structure. So if it's chaos right now, or if you just got out of the chaos, just realize that eventually you guys will find harmony within your family. Okay, so those were the messages today. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope they spoke to you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for being here. Blessings.